All right, our man Chance, how we doing tonight?
Doing good. How are y'all doing?
Man, we are blessed. I told you before this episode I'm a low-key Campbell fan, and so man, roll humps. We're gonna get into your story, talk everything. But man, we got to break the ice, and we're gonna start. We're gonna keep it with baseball, MLB playoffs. Just a minute ago, the Diamondbacks made it a game 7 with the Phillies. We got a game 7 showdown between the teams in Texas. Have you been watching?
Yeah, actually, me and my roommate's been watching about every night.
All right. So with that said, man, the best thing you can hear in baseball is it comes to a game 7. We got it in both conferences. So who you got winning, and then ultimately who you got winning it all.
I'll go with. I think I hope the Phillies beat the Diamondbacks, and then I got to root for the Rangers. Corey Seager grew up. He's like 20 minutes away from me.
Yeah, no doubt. I think most
Well,
people
Corey,
have,
Corey Seager started this game hot.
Yeah, I saw where he hit a home run the first inning.
yeah, Daniel, or excuse me, Chance, me and Daniel have talked about it. It's really just been hard for us. After Houston, got caught cheating. Like
Mhm.
I don't know. We're baseball purists. It's been hard for us to get past it. So naturally, every season we just don't want to see Houston win it. And Texas has been it's funny. The Texans were on TV is literally showing NFL highlights, which confused me. Anyway, Texas has been a great story this year, and so it'd be cool. What I want to ask you though, Chance, on the flip side, if the Phillies don't get it done, man, they got all the star power. They got what people would tune into. Do you think that would hurt the MLB? The Diamondbacks obviously have earned it. They've done everything right. They've done it without the big names. But do you think it would hurt, the viewership of the World Series if you lose Philly?
I mean, it could probably go either way because Diamondbacks got a bunch of young players that are up and coming, and you got like the pitching staff they got. But I mean, yeah, everybody wants to root for Trey Turner and Bryce Harper. But it could probably go both ways. I mean, I'm going to watch it either way. So
Yeah, no doubt. And I love to hear that because you would actually be amazed of how many guys me and Daniel have had on here from the college game, especially ones who are going to go in the draft who say they don't watch MLB. And it's like, how are you going to play pro baseball one day and you don't even watch? But
yeah, yeah.
to each their own. So let me ask you, we're on a show right now. If you had your own show, and it doesn't even have to be sports, your own talk show, late night, you can have any guest you want, athlete, celebrity, music, whatever the case may be. Who you having on?
Um, oh no, it's got to be. I like watching. Dave Portnoy, the dude from Barstool.
Mm-hmm.
I like watching all of his videos and his one bite pizza review.
So you'd be
So
sharing pizza, talking to him about it.
yeah, yeah. I'll try and see if we can do a go around back home and see if we can get some one bite pizza reviews going on.
I mean, if it wouldn't be a copycat, I love pizza. I would love to just go around and do that if we were to get big enough, but then it would just be a straight copycat. So I can't do that. Instead, I go around ballparks and depending on what they have, the coolest one I've seen so far as far as something that they have specific to their stadium. Last year, I went to Winston-Salem to the Couch to watch Wake Forest.
Uh-huh.
They actually have all the local brewery brews as opposed to just your typical standard domestic beer. And
Uh-huh.
so that was pretty cool to try something that was local while I was there engaging in a game in a new stadium. So and sometimes it's food, obviously not always alcohol, but I had a hot dog sandwich one time, which Daniel still says is not a sandwich because once they cut the hot dogs in half, it's no longer a sandwich. You agree with that?
Yeah, I might can get down behind that.
All right. Celebrity crush growing up.
Yeah, probably Jennifer Aniston.
Solid. The best answer we've had to date. You agree, Daniel?
Yeah, yeah. Everybody knows the that one movie scene from We're the Millers. So
Oh, you
Cheech.
you you haven't seen the breakup then?
the what?
The
The
breakup.
breakup.
Who's that with? Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've seen parts
Yeah,
of it.
she's trying to tease him. She gives him a little behind view and to Daniel's point, it's nice. But this is a family show, so we won't go down that road too
Yeah,
far.
yeah. We won't.
But JA is a solid choice. All right, last one, and I'll let Daniel get into your story. This is obviously the most important. You are an athlete, so who is your favorite athlete of all time?
Um, gotta be. I don't know. I could go either. Dad's from out in California, so I like the Dodgers. So either Clayton Kershaw, And we're also Lions fans. So Barry Sanders. I know we always grew up watching Barry Sanders highlights with Calvin Johnson, and Matthew Stafford and everybody, but Barry was the best back in the day.
We were robbed at our age. Chance, me and Daniel watched him as kids growing up, and for him to retire early, obviously
Yeah.
everybody was robbed, but we were at an age where he influenced us, right? Like he was everything. And so for us to be, I don't know what exact age, we would have been like 8, 9, 10 years old, and him just to step away. It's like, golly, man, he was just so phenomenal to watch. But that's
Yeah.
awesome to hear somebody of your generation put a guy like that, because he could have been, you can still make an argument, greatest running back there was.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. And that, good thing they're doing that. He's got that one show coming out on Amazon Prime about why he retired early.
Oh,
Because he's the
snap.
lion.
I gotta
Yeah.
I gotta check that out. So, Chance, it was a rough weekend for the Lions, man. What do you think happened with those guys? Is it a one-off, or is this something to worry about?
I think it's one off. They didn't want to. Ravens are good, but I know they didn't want to showcase the playbook. You know what I'm saying? But they got a big Monday night game next week against the Raiders, so I'm hoping they'll open the playbook a little bit and let the boys eat.
They said, I forgot how long they said, but it's been forever since they had a Monday night game in Detroit. They were talking about, so it's a big chance for them to showcase at home on Monday night.
Yeah, for
Hopefully,
sure.
hopefully it goes good.
Yeah, oh, it should. The Raiders are terrible. They're not a good football team.
Yeah.
They are not a good football
They
team.
can
At
have
least,
Derek Carr, by the way, back, because I'm a Saints fan and I'm not impressed. They can have him back anytime
yeah.
they want.
It, at least this week you could say, well, we lost to possibly the guy who's running for MVP of the league, and a team that, with all, the numbers and metrics out there, have an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl this year. So it's not
Mhm.
like this weekend, they lost to some clown show. But next week, though, next week will be a clown show if they lose to the Raiders, because they're
Yeah.
not good. So hopefully you're right. They open up the playbook, they get things going. But I gotta I gotta ask you. You talk about the Phillies, you talk about the Lions.
Uh-huh.
How does this come to be? Where are you from? Because usually, like, where you grow up is usually a good indicator of who you follow. But I'm trying to have a indication of where you're from, and I don't know, because of the fan base that you support.
Yeah, I know. It's coast to coast. I'm from Mount Pleasant, North Carolina. It's like an hour outside of Charlotte. But then we got the Panthers there, but nobody likes the Panthers, especially how they're playing right now.
And
But
then they don't even get the pit compensation for being that bad. The
yeah,
Bills got
yeah,
it.
yeah. But no, my dad's from Huntington Beach, California, so that's how we like the Dodgers. And I don't know. He always said he grew up a Lions fan because he liked watching Barry Sanders, and it kind of just every Sunday at 1 o'clock, we're not watching the Panthers, we're watching the Lions.
I can get with that. Um, you mentioned your dad. Dad played college football and baseball. Mom played college tennis. I mean, do you have any brothers and sisters? Do they have athletic genes too? I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah, I got a sister that's a junior at Catawba College in Salisbury, North Carolina, and she's a women's golfer.
All right, who can swing the sticks better, you or her?
Oh, it's me. She knows it.
No, no way. Really?
No, I'll say there's a course back home we always go to, and she always whoops up on me every time we go play. I try to get her at the beginning, talk some junk to her, try to get up under her skin, but one hole I'll blow up on, and then she'll just get put on cruise control.
Yeah, sure. She'll play par golf and
Yep,
beat you, and
yep,
that's
exactly.
how it's done. That's
Yep,
that's
and I'll
what
shoot 100.
that's what my dad does. My dad is just a par golfer, but he'll hit it in the fairway, and he'll par every hole, and he'll wait for you to double bogey or triple
Yep,
bogey or whatever. Maybe put your 10 on the board, and he'll be like, "All right, it was a nice game. Have
yep,
fun."
yep.
So, obviously, with the family lineage and everyone playing sports, was there any pressure from your parents to play any sports as a kid?
No, I don't think so. I think I always grew up in sports. Whether it was, playing football outside in the yard or just shooting basketball or something. But no, I don't I think I didn't have no pressure doing it. I think that's always everything since I can remember, that's what I wanted to do.
So, I mean, obviously you're playing sports, multiple sports as a kid growing up. You transition, you get older, you're probably playing travel baseball and AAU basketball or whatever the case is. But eventually you go to high school. What high school did you go to?
Mount Pleasant High School. My bad.
Is it a big school, small school? What are we talking about
No,
here?
I'll say it's a small school. We're a 2A school here, but I think I graduated with like 200 kids, maybe.
Yeah, what's the competition like? Are you guys having to go outside of Mount Pleasant area to find competition? Are you guys the competition? What's the case in Mount Pleasant?
Yeah, so we're a small town in Cabarrus County. I think there's, I don't know, 8, 9 schools there. So we usually play all them. But all of our conference game was like probably 45 to an hour away.
Wow, that's crazy. I asked this because I'm curious now that you've got really what's in my eyes, maybe you can tell me a little bit better, but the North Carolina baseball scene is like, especially at the college level, is drastically improved from past years. I mean, you got multiple schools that are playing in regionals, multiple schools that have an opportunity to play for a national championship. Are you seeing the talent level at the high school level increase, or has it always been there? It's just now the developmental aspects in college have gotten better.
Yeah, I mean, I think what you said, I think it's always been there. With all the travel ball and AAU or whatever they call it now. I never played any of that, but I think it's just everybody just wanting to, go to that big school around here, that North Carolina or NC State, and then we're over here not even an hour away, just like a hidden gem. And then we get kids from everywhere.
Well, you didn't waste any time, man. You got after, once you got there at Mount Pleasant. You were twice named all conference in baseball. You earned the school's Male Athlete of the Year award in 2019. You were a team pitcher of the year as a senior. You played football all 4 years of high school. You played basketball. You were a two-time all conference selection in football and earned team offensive MVP in 2019. Is there anything you didn't do? Were you on the chess team? Did you
No,
wrestle? I mean, geez, man, you were playing football, baseball, basketball.
I mean, look at
Uh,
his parents. I mean, he was passed it down, bro.
I know, but man, and what's crazy, Chance, is we talk to guys all the time, and they're like, no, they have athletic genes, but they all are like, end up stopping everything that they're doing, and they focus on one sport. So
uh-huh.
you can understand how the development and the growth of that one sport comes to be. But like Jim and I have this conversation all the time. Like, we think it would be better to be like you, to be a multiple sport athlete and be able to just be all around more athletic than other people. I think one, you can teach a lot of things to someone who's athletic, and two, like when you're that athletic, you're just going to have given talents, and you may not have harnessed them all, but they're there. And three, it's just like your grind and your work ethic is just so much different than a one sport athlete. So I commend you for staying true to those things and playing all those and really, pushing yourself. But the first question I got to ask you, man, is can you still hoop? And let me tell you, don't come on this show and be that guy like all these other fools and clowns who played a little bit of basketball, and they come on here and go, yeah, I could out hoop everybody. And then episodes later, we have a teammate on and they're like, no, that fool can't hoop. He's terrible. So
Yeah, yeah.
what is it? What is it? Can you hoop?
No, I played 1 year of basketball my sophomore year, and I was probably like we had probably 12 on the roster, so I was probably like the ninth or 10th off the bench. Um, they coach. I was good friends with the coach, and he was one of my teachers, and he just wanted me on there to bruise people up, basically. But no,
Nice.
to answer your question, no, I cannot probably still hoop.
I mean, it's like me. I made basketball teams because I could play really good defense.
Uh-huh.
I could shoot free throws and play good defense. So, um, you clearly play baseball and you're better at that. But what did you love more, football or baseball?
Um, I think I gotta go with football just because I was brought up playing football my whole life. Yeah, I played baseball, but it was kind of like, everybody from town, we all played football. We were always good at football. But I think it was just because me and the same group of guys since we were 7, 8, 9 years old played the same football on the same football team all the way till we graduated high school. But I'd probably say football.
Daniel, I
Yeah,
mean, very rarely have we asked that question to somebody who played both and they didn't say football. They'd say just nothing beats Friday Night Lights.
yeah.
Yeah.
Friday nights under the lights, they say it hits a little different, and therefore that like, and I think a little bit of that has to do with you get to play multiple baseball games in a week, so you get that feeling over and over. And like, if you're a pitcher only, you only get that feeling maybe once a week, but you're at the ballpark, you kind of get the idea. But if you're a position guy, you're feeling it multiple times throughout the week. In football, it's like you practice your ass off all week for this one game, and like that one game, you're excited, you're jacked up, man. Like you got to tamper that a little bit in baseball just because it happens so frequently. Um, but obviously you were really good. There's no doubt about that. The accolades and your athleticism speak to that. I got to ask you now, like, when did you start getting recruiting for baseball, and what ultimately, swayed you in the direction of Catawba as opposed to going somewhere else?
Um, what was the first question again? Ask that again.
When did you start getting recruited?
Oh, I would say I really didn't get recruited. I had one offer coming out of high school, and that was actually Coach Stamp on our staff. He was at Pfeiffer University, which is like 15 minutes down the street from back home. And I don't know, me and my dad was like looking at JUCOs online, and we found Catawba Valley, and that was the only option. If he was like, well, if you still want to play baseball, I think this is the route to go, and I ended up doing it and stayed there for 3 years, and now I'm here.
Yeah, it's amazing. We've had probably 200 plus baseball guests, and it's amazing how many studs have went through the JUCO route. So, you know, some people like you want to tip their nose up at, they went to JUCO, man, just follow the line. A lot of them go to JUCO, do exactly what you did, and a lot of them get drafted. Like, so, there's nothing wrong with going there and doing what you did. You posted a 9-3 record in your time there. You were the CVCC Male Athlete Leadership Award winner. Talk about your experience. And actually, before I actually talk about experience, I want to go to that award because leadership is something that's so meaningful, especially when you're talking about a group of a baseball team. There's so many teams that when you see teams win a championship, it's because of the leadership. It's, you can talk about the talent, you can talk about if there's chemistry or not, but if there's not great leadership, usually there won't be success, man. Talk about what it meant to get that leadership award, and what it was that ingrained you to take on that role.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I was the only leader there. I think our whole team was leaders, because we all had the same goal of like, hey, we're going to win this region championship, and then we're going to move on and play 4-year baseball for our last 2 years. But yeah, it meant pretty good to me that I got acknowledged to it, and they actually put me in. My coaches put me in for it, and I ended up getting it. So, but yeah, it was good.
Yeah, no doubt. And so, like I said, you had a 9-3 record. So, talk about your experience in JUCO. Obviously, the success you had, and what you learned the most from playing in it.
Yeah, my experience was good. We had good competition around the North Carolina area, and we played the JUCOs all around here. But I would say that I had two head coaches at my time and one pitching coach, and I would probably just give it to them three of, keeping us at practice every day and lifting every day and just getting after it basically with everybody.
Yeah. So, obviously, you have the success there. When does Campbell come calling, and was it the only school? Like, what made you choose them?
Yeah. So we went to a JUCO tournament here. I forgot what weekend it was, but it was like one of our first fall like outings, I guess you want to call it. And then we came here. I think it was like a Saturday night. Played the last two games of the night, and I did pretty good at it, I guess. And it ended up I got a couple of phone calls and text messages from that night, and I came on a visit. I think 2 weeks later. That was during all the COVID stuff, so I kept getting pushed off because we kept getting COVID. But so I'm glad that's over. But and then I just fell in love with it here. I tell everybody, it's just like home. It's not that big. Small town, small school. Everybody knows you. Everybody knows your business. So, but it's just baseball and school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, we got the perspective of, Lainey Peabody, who plays from the soccer team, and talked to her about, the hype behind baseball and going to the games. And she talked about it. Her and the soccer girls, they go to the games. Like it's the must be at event. So you talk about it being small town and everything, but there's nothing small about the baseball there. Yeah, it's not the SEC. You don't have 10,000 plus fans in some of the places, but like, man, Campbell baseball's on the map. Arguably, y'all and ECU, I would say, have the best outside the Power Five programs on a year-to-year basis. So obviously, a great landing spot for you. So when you do get there, even though it's a smaller town, smaller school, what's it like going from JUCO to the facilities, man? Campbell has amazing baseball facilities. What's it like going from JUCO to that?
It was good. We called our indoor. It was like the Heat baseball facility up in Conover. So we had to go there after hours, after all the lessons and teams get over. So, but that was fun lifting at like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. I liked our JUCO field. We had horses running everywhere. We had what do you call a fair? We had a fair on the field. But yeah, no, it's definitely an upgrade from JUCO to here. The field's real nice, all turf. We get a new pitching area this year. The indoor's really nice, and they take care of us.
Yeah, Daniel, have you been following that? Campbell's been showing the pictures as they're coming along on their renovations, man. That's what happens when you got a winning program. Continue to get upgrades. So last year named second team All Big South, Columbia Regional All Tournament team, made 14 starts on the mound and owned a team best record of 9-1. Posted a 4.85 ERA with 42 strikeouts and 68.2 innings. The first thing I got to ask is something that Kay told me to ask you. He told me to ask you about Becky being at the games.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's my mom. You probably played. The one person you hear in the stands is your mom, and sometimes she gets riled up too much, and I look up in there, and like, got to settle down a little bit, mama. But no, I'm glad they come to the games. They support me and everything, which is it's good.
Yeah, my wife is the loud one. I got kicked out of a soccer tournament for my daughter's club team. We were in St. Louis, and I got an angry streak, and people assumed that I did something. And they were like, "Of course you got kicked out of a tournament." I was like, "Actually, no. My wife was popping off to the referee, and then he decided he was gonna pop off back to my wife, and then that's when I stepped in. I was like, I actually wasn't doing nothing. I was just chilling, but then I ain't gonna let nobody talk to my wife a certain way. So I was like, contrary to what you may believe, I wasn't that guy. I don't get loud. I just kind of stand there and mind my own business, especially because my daughter's always playing on Saturday during football season. So I'm typically watching football on my phone.
That's not true. He just lied to your face.
No, I'm
That dude,
not.
that dude ain't just sitting there just chilling.
Mm-hmm. I ain't never got no trouble. But
I seen it.
But speaking of drama, I asked Cade this earlier on Pros and Joes. As you guys were screwed out of hosting a regional. How upsetting was it for you guys to not be? Obviously, it gave you a little chip on your shoulder, but I mean, it would have been so meaningful for y'all to be hosting last year. The postseason at Bowie's Creek.
Yeah, we were hoping for a host, but it's just some stuff don't work out. It is what it is now. But we were fortunate enough to go down to South Carolina and play in that regional. But we were told, well, I knew we had to win like the last however many games to host. And, we ended up losing one or two of them. So we kind of, 50-50, we might host, we might not host, but only you just had to control what you can control.
Yeah, and speaking of facilities, we've had so many SEC guys on here. Obviously, the South Carolina guys will say it, but a lot of the SEC guys tip their cap to Founders Park. Say it's a beautiful place and atmosphere. You agree with that?
Oh yeah, it was nice. The grass was nice, dirt was nice, everything was nice about it. But yeah, and I like the atmosphere, like the fans. It was all good.
Yeah, and so speaking of nice, you had a phenomenal game in the regional, which is obviously why you made the the tournament team, pitched 7 innings against NC State, only allowing 1 run. Talk to us about, man, what was working that day, why you were having success, and just the emotions of pitching and winning in, the postseason.
What was working was the offense and all the double play balls we got that they turned. I don't think that I had my best stuff that day. I just had to go out there and pitch with what I got, and had some good plays behind me. I think we turned like 4, 5, 6 double plays maybe. And then it's always good whenever Belbin leads off with a home run out of the park. So
Yeah, and I mean, I noticed, obviously you're talking about the double plays, and I was looking at the stats and all that, and obviously you see that you don't have a ton of strikeouts. So clearly, based upon looking at the stats, the double plays, you clearly throw in to get ground balls, which, man, some people look too much about the strikeouts. I'm looking, solely at how many runs are being put up on board, and then your win-loss record. Which, with that 9-1, you were talking about not having your best stuff. How nice is it having the best offense in America, like backing you up?
Oh, it was great. Every Saturday for 14 weeks, I had the best offense. They put up runs. Some outings just got out of my hand, and but first Saturday, second Saturday of the year, we played Butler and they put up like 22, and then Rutgers, I think they scored over 10 too. So, but yeah, that was real nice pitching with a cushion. I could give up some hits, I could give up some runs because I know we'd be up 11-1.
Well, and it's nice for, the staff to be able to continue to have you pitch out there and not have to go to the bullpen and use up a bunch of arms. You can continue to grind, and hopefully, you get your best stuff, work through it. Everything helps you on the mental game too. But this is the biggest part of this show right here, because I told you, I got like a crush on Campbell. I got the swag that Kata sent me. I'm gonna go out there this year. I need you, based upon what you've seen in the fall, I need you to talk to me and convince me why this team's going to Omaha, because I am on the fence. I make my picks every year and I want to pick Campbell. So I need you to tell me what you've been seeing this fall and give me reasons why I should believe in this team to make it there.
Well, most of the players, graduated or left, but I think it was just all the good recruits we brought in from JUCO to high school, even to the some of the portal guys we brought in over summer. The pitching staff looks great. We got a pitcher from Gaston Community College. He's been shoving lately. Then we got a bunch of other pitchers been shoving. Got a Charleston University pitcher transferred in. Everybody's real good. Everybody throws strikes. Everybody has 2, 3, 4 pitches to play with. And then, our offense will be the same offense as it always been. Even though we got new pitching coach and new offense coach, everybody's bought into the system and knows what Campbell's about. And, we got that reputation now of, making a regional final, or at least a regional every year.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, the transfer portal is key now, and you talk about these guys coming in, and y'all have established yourself as an elite program that gets to the postseason every year, that's knocking on the door. And if you got guys who want to join and hopefully take that team to the next level, it's a beautiful thing. Like I said, I'm hoping to see it. Daniel picked South Carolina as his team last year. They're not his actual team, but they were the team he was going to root for. So when we were doing our regional picks, it got tough for him, because he was like, we've been on this Campbell train, but then he's like, South Carolina's my team. So he had to pick South Carolina. I picked you guys, so I took the L in that department in our picks, but I wouldn't change anything for it. But, I'm going to ask you this, because I said something, to Cade about the schedule not being out, because I was trying to look at when I wanted to come. You may or may not know, obviously, with the schedule not being out, but who you went to their place last year, so they'd be coming this year. What would be the go-to series this year if I'm gonna come all the way out there to Bowie's Creek?
Well, we switched conferences this year. We're in the CAA now.
That's right. I did learn that.
Yeah, I only know like 2 teams from there, like Elon and Wilmington. But I heard we got Carolina at home, but that's a midweek. So, but the weekend,
if y'all have a midweek because I'm going to Winston-Salem, it would be very advantageous for me, because I'm going to drive out that way. I always drive everywhere. Is if y'all have a midweek on each side of a weekend series, and that way I can catch 5 games of baseball and get the most out of my trip to North Carolina. Like, I know that's probably asking a lot to have that fall in place, but if I can get 5 games in a week, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that should be able to work. We play everybody around here: Carolina State, ECU, Duke. Who else is around here? I think that's about it.
Yeah, I
But
definitely want to catch y'all in your facilities though, preferably. The series that I'm looking at because honestly, Wake doesn't have their schedule out. Duke does, and saw Duke was going to Wake, and so I was like, that would be a good one to see. So yeah, I'm just waiting for it to all fall out. All the SEC schedules are out, so I've been able to plan that, and I'm a planner, like to plan the whole season. And man, everybody's been telling me, like I said, got a lot of Campbell fans I talk to now, I'm friends with, and they're like, you got to get out here, you got to get out here. So I'm waiting for that schedule so I can pick the right one. And I got to wait till it to be warm enough because I made the mistake last year of going to Winston-Salem in early March and against the Notre Dame series. Man, it was a little cold for my taste. It's funny seeing all the, like, when they were doing the sellout crowds and had 4,000 people as they got later in the season. Man, when I was there was maybe 500 at best because the wind was whipping. It was a high 30s, low 40s. Not ideal baseball temperature.
yeah, yeah.
All right, Chance, man, it's time to play the game that
All right.
many athletes have played. None have told me they didn't want to play, but the question is, are you ready to play?
Yeah, I think I'm ready to play.
All right, it's called this or that. It's very simple. I give you two options. You choose one option or the other. Can't say both, can't say neither. Just pick one, be decisive. Go with your heart, man. More than anything, just go with your heart.
All right.
All right, just so you're aware, this or that is brought to you by the best seeds ever. Chinook Seedery. If you want the best craft seeds, when we're talking about fat jumbo seeds, you're not paying extra to get the jumbos. You're getting these in every pack. You're getting no sandpaper tongue, limited salt, no GMOs. I mean, the ingredients, the product is top notch, best around. And I can't speak highly of other seeds because this seed is so damn good.
The question is, Daniel, Chance, have you got your delivery yet?
No, I have not. I'm waiting on it for in the mail.
He's got one coming, Daniel. He is going to be an ambassador for Campbell, which
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
well, he's going to do a taste test for you right now and tell you what he thinks of a certain seed.
So I got to tell this story because I love telling this story.
Dude, how many times we got to do this?
Every time, every time. So let me set the stage for you. So Jim meets.
I'm not going to send your box.
Chinook Seedery, and he has some of the seeds, and they go, "Oh man," they start talking baseball, and they're like, "Hey, why don't you give out some of our seeds? Give them to some of your hosts." So he immediately calls me up. He's like, "Hey man, I got some sunflower seeds that are coming your way. They have the greatest flavors from mild to wild. They got, they're just awesome." And I'm like, "Sweet, I love sunflower seeds. Hook me up." So he's like, "All right, I'm gonna send a box your way." So he does send me a box. I appreciate that. But, I'm thinking, of all these flavors from mild to wild, I'm going to get a variety. I'm not asking for every flavor, but I got 3 bags. I reach in there, I grab out the first bag. It says original. All right, cool. They send me the foundational seed, what the cornerstone seed. All right, cool. I check it out. I reach in the bag or in the box and I grab out the second bag. It says original. I was like, oh, these must be really good original seeds. He sent me 2 bags. Reach in there in the box again, pick out the last bag, original. This dude sent me 3 bags of original.
Bro, you're talking to
no flavors, no nothing, just original.
Chance has heard about the left field lounge out in Mississippi State. He would understand if I took my seeds out there and why they all got took before I got them to you and all I had left was original. And since then, you got a box that I didn't get with a brand new hat and a brand new shirt that nobody else has because it just came out. And I just sent you a box today that has all the swag in the world, a team signed baseball, a Memphis chain. What else you want from me?
I mean, I just know this. If I was to send you seeds and you were trying them for the first time, I would send a variety pack.
Man, just try your seed.
However, so here lately, I've decided since I haven't had any of the seeds that I was going to do a blind taste test on every flavor that we get. So tonight, the blind taste test is Parmesan pepper. All right. So
let me ask you a question.
Well, smell, it's good.
How do you feel coming into this knowing that it's the most popular one?
I think for me, my flavor of sunflower seed is never ever the most popular. I'll go with that. And so I think like that's not gonna sway me one way or the other.
This is Paul Skeens and Ty Floyd's favorite. So let's see.
All
The
right.
powerhouse, baby.
Yeah, gotta be good.
First thing, first test. Definitely taste a little bit of the pepper. That's good. A little spice, not overwhelming. Swirl them around a little bit. Still got some flavor. Hitting the Parmesan. All right.
Are
All
you
right.
gonna do the Bomb Squad special? He mixes a few seeds of Parmesan pepper, lemon pepper, and mesquite barbecue. He says it's just wild.
Eventually, but I want to get through each, and I want to taste them individually
I
first,
can't
and
wait
then
till you
I'll
do
start
cinnamon
playing with
toast.
it.
I got to know how you feel about cinnamon toast.
All right, Parmesan pepper. All right, flavor initially peppery, not overwhelmingly peppery. I like it. Nice little kick. Good surprise. A little bit of the Parmesan in there to let you know, yeah, you got some Parm, you got some pepper in here. Flavor isn't like robust as like the the jalapeno ranch or the smokehouse barbecue, but I would say this isn't my favorite. It's not my least favorite. I would say it's kind of right in the middle, and I would give this one 7.9. 7.9 on the rating scale out of
Solid.
10. Not too bad. Yeah, solid C. I could see myself eating. I could in a game. I could take down this whole bag. No big deal. No problem.
So you'll watch Chance pitch this season while taking down a bag of parm.
Yeah, why not?
All
I
right.
can do that for him. That's my promise to you. But now let's get to the game. This or that. Softball question to start us off, Chance. PlayStation or Xbox?
Xbox.
What's your favorite game?
Right now, me and the boys, we're all gaming in the dojo lately. We've been playing some Modern Warfare 2.
Ooh, okay, okay.
I
Taking
will
folks
tell.
out. Who's the best player on the team?
Well, video game player.
Yeah.
I know my roommate, Jake Murray, he's pretty good at video games. I heard Packy Bradley's real good at Fortnite.
Mm.
But we try to set up some Madden stuff, but nobody ever will ever come over and play me. I heard that everybody's too scared.
Ooh,
But
hey, I'll come play you while I'm there.
yeah, come on, come step foot in the dojo.
I'll be the
Ooh.
Dallas Cowboys, and you are going to get worked. And I'm not a Cowboys fan. This is my mad team, ironically. And I want to put this out there, Daniel, for you to know what was said on Pros and Joes. So Chase Dolander said last week, Chance, that no one can beat him in Call of Duty. He will snipe anyone. And so Jason Savicool said he plays, and he said he will take on that challenge. So Daniel, we've done a lot of competitions on the show, but it's usually been actual real sports. We're gonna hit the esports, man. I'm gonna have two dudes go at each other. We're gonna have to figure out how to do the Twitch thing, live stream this.
Can we do commentary for this?
Yeah, I mean, pro ball players going against each other on a damn Call of Duty, sniping each other. Like, we don't even know what we're doing. We don't even play the game, but we'll commentate.
Oh, I would commentate the shit out of that game. It would be a classic, an instant classic. So, breakfast for breakfast or breakfast for dinner?
Breakfast for breakfast.
What's your favorite breakfast food or item?
I eat the scrambled eggs, bacon, a little bit of sausage, a little bit of toast.
Yeah.
If
Eggs.
if I want to get special with it, I kind of blend it all up and put it on a sandwich.
Oh, I like
I
a
got.
nice breakfast
I feel
sandwich.
like him and Cade had breakfast together because he was saying basically the same answer.
They go to
Yeah,
that
we got a Waffle House up the street.
Yeah, they go on campus dining and they get that nice little cheesy egg and throw a little sausage, bacon, put it in between two biscuits or two pieces of toast. I see y'all. I know what y'all are doing over there.
Yeah, but can't beat a free breakfast. But
No. Heck
Well,
no.
if you
biscuits
want to
and
know how to
gravy.
throw a no hitter, look, Trey Richardson came on here after they beat Arkansas in the regional where he hit 3 home runs, and he said he had not one but 2 plates at IHOP. So IHOP is the spot if you just want to have an elite level game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it must be. I'm gonna have to travel a little bit, but if that's what it takes.
Get you a little short stack and
Yeah.
go to town. Go to town. All right. If you were left on an island would you rather be with your worst enemy or all by yourself?
I don't know. Probably, worst enemy. Have at least have somebody to talk to and jab out back and forth.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
we get that a lot. We get people who like I'd rather just be by myself.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want to have
I
to
am
worry
a real
about
big
anybody.
be myself by myself guy. But just sit out the back, sit out in the backyard in the lounge chairs with fire going. But
So I hate to keep referencing other episodes, but Daniel, I've been waiting for this question because I get to tell you and Chance at the same time. So Griffin Herring, poster right there, LSU champ. He ended up saying that he would want to have someone out there just in case he had to eat them. But he
yeah,
didn't just say it. He didn't just say it off the top. However, Cade Keeler tonight wasted no time and said, I would want to have my worst enemy in case I needed to eat them, and just said it bluntly, straight, and wasted no time. And I thought, we got some cannibals on this show. So
yeah,
is that surprising at all? Cade's gonna, hey, whatever it takes to survive.
yeah. I mean, I'm not going to deny I might have thought of that first. I just didn't want to say it, but
Daniel, everybody, I mean, you said there's no way, right? Like,
No,
nah.
no,
And not if you're desperate, man. Not getting nothing.
no. I mean, I think if you had to, like roast a little finger and just check it out.
No meat in that, bro.
We're
I got
not.
to be hot.
We're just getting a taste. We're just getting a taste before we go all in. All right, Chance. All black or all white uniforms?
All black.
All black, man. Those things are nice unless
Yeah, they
it's
are. Yep, yep. Wear them every Saturday.
unless it's hot.
Yeah,
Oh
that's what I would
man.
ask you. What was the temperature like in South Carolina when you was wearing them blacks?
We see. Did we wear blacks? I think we wore blacks the regional championship game. So it was under the lights, so it felt good. I think the game I pitched, we wore the grays, so it wasn't too bad.
All right.
Were you the Saturday pitcher all year?
Yes, sir.
So you always got to pitch in the blacks. So yeah, I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah. About every Saturday. I don't think I can. Maybe once or twice we had to wear a different
And that
uniform.
that would make sense with your Instagram page because you
Yeah, it's
never
all
see
black.
pictures. Yeah, it's always in black.
Do you do you get to choose that, or is that something that like how does it come to go? All right, hey guys, we're wearing this uniform. Is it a team choice? Is it a pitcher's choice? Like, how do you choose that?
The Friday night whites or the Friday night whites and the Friday night grays are home and away. And then I got a choice at the beginning of the year last year to wear. I think it was like the all blacks or the creams, and I chose the blacks.
That's awesome that programs do that. I'm glad to hear because Paul Skeen's got the same thing. He chose purple.
Yeah, what do you feel most comfortable in? What do you want to pitch
I
in?
mean, hey, yeah, you want your pitchers feeling good.
Chance said, "Hey, I don't care. Just let me pitch. I don't care what the color is.
Yeah, yeah. It don't matter to me.
Just let me roll." All right, would you rather own a massive yacht or a private jet?
Um, I could go both ways. You can massive yacht, you can go on the ocean and do whatever you want in the ocean. But private jet, you got whatever you want on the jet. Well, even the yacht, but you can go anywhere you want. But then you could turn around and think, well, all I gotta do is go on the ocean in my private yacht, and
So,
drive or
so, so
somewhere.
which one is it? Which one is it?
You can only take
Jet or yacht?
one.
Um, I don't know. Probably the yacht.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
probably the yacht.
What's a bigger status move? Is it telling people that you have a yacht or telling people you have a jet?
I don't know. I think it's got to be the yacht because remember that one picture that came out of Jerry Jones drafting on his yacht.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's
Sure.
got to be that.
Okay.
Daniel,
But
I got
you also got your own PJ. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Daniel, I got to add one before you ask the last one. This is my wife gave input. She saw a video and she wanted to know the answer. So for the first time ever, my wife's putting input on this or that. Chance, she wanted to know, would you rather be lost in the deepest part of the ocean or in space?
Oh well, Probably space so I can just float around.
I said you'd at least be like floating around, and it's probably a great view. The deepest part of the ocean would be scary as hell.
Yeah, and you don't know what's under there.
Mhm.
I mean, but you could also like theoretically, are you ever lost if you're in the ocean?
I mean,
You know that
because you
if
can
you
float
just
to the
go,
top, go
if you
up.
go up long enough, you'll reach the surface.
I just know the
It don't
deepest part
work
of the
like that.
ocean just sounds scary, man. Like there's stuff that's still probably undiscovered down there. I'm not down with it.
Yeah, and I think my big ass ain't gonna tread water for at least 5 minutes.
Nah. Nope.
He wasn't on the swim team. He was on every other team, but the swim team was
Yeah,
not
no.
it.
No, I didn't like the speedos.
All right, Chance, last question, man. Would you rather win the lottery or win a national championship? And I asked this question a couple weeks back, and the Powerball at the time was over $1 billion. It was $1.7 billion. The take home was like 795 million.
Uh-huh.
So let's hypothetically speaking, I brought a suitcase full of cash and it was $795 million, the lottery. Or next to that, I said, here's a national championship. Which one would you take?
My 22-year-old self in my last year of college sports and playing sports, I'd probably go a national championship. But if you ask me this question at like 40 to 50, I'm gonna have to take the money.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. You could ask me at 7 years old and I would tell you the money.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. Yeah.
So chances what I always tell people when they tell Daniel, when he always says he take the money, Daniel, grab the ring. I do this to every guest. How much do I got to give you for that ring right now? And you just come away from it.
This is 100,000.
100,000? Z, it ain't got to be millions.
You can take the banner, you can take the trophy, you can take the ring, you can take the memories for 100K.
The memories? I could have the memories too. Man,
have it all. All right, I'll tack on 50K for the memories. 150. That's a steal, bro. I'm giving you all kinds of stuff.
Chance, no. you say what everybody else says. You're okay.
Yeah, I mean I
figured out this answer.
I think though, I think you nailed it, is that it really depends on your season of life. Like as you get older, like Jim and I both have kids, so the money is definitely the most appealing thing, just for the simple fact that not for our own personal gain, it is for that, but like for the personal gain of our kids and our family, and just setting, a family up for generations of success. Like that kind of money is definitely like very desirable. But like you said, like in my 20s, when I'm playing the game that I love and I'm working hard and I have the opportunity to do that, like it's hard to pass up on a national championship. That's for sure. So that's it, man. That's it. Like you made it. The interview was great. The game was great. The last thing I'll let you do before you bounce is plug or promote anything.
I ain't got nothing, but
no socials, no Instagram. Where can people find you on IG? Come on.
The IG, I think it's Chance_Daquila. The Twitter is just Chance Daquila. I'm on both. TikTok, I ain't got no TikTok videos, but yeah, but I think there's some I think Campbell dropped some merch of ours. So, if anybody wants to hook me up with some little money in my pocket, go right ahead. I'm not going to tell you no.
All right. So IG Chance_Daquila, on X, Twitter, or Twix is what I like to call it these days. Chance Daquila. And if you want to know what the Humps are up to this season, you want to get live updates of the game, you want to know who's starting, what the rotation is for the weekend, you want to see hype videos, stats, you name it, IG at Go Camels BSB. You'll see it all.
Daniel, you know what I'm thinking? He was talking about putting money in his pocket. No, we just got these 7 new clothing companies that are tied into one massive company as a sponsor. We're going to be announcing it here in the next few episodes. But I'm thinking with a hair flow like that, a guy who can play all these sports, he could be a front man for Wavy Rays. You know what I mean? Like outdoor sports
Wavy,
company.
Wavy Rays. You know what I could be a sponsor? Of? Wavy Lays.
So
No,
stupid.
yeah, wavy Rays, bro. You could do that.
Yeah, bring it on.
If he goes and wins the national championship, we get him put on the Chinook Seedery bag.
Oh yeah, face
Yeah,
on
all
a
right.
bag. Nice little parm pep with Chance's face on it. Man, that would be pretty tight, dude. That'd be tight. I like it.
Might
All
be.
right, Chance. Hey, man, we wish you nothing but the best. Appreciate you coming on. If there's anything we can do to help you out along the way, please reach out, man.
Sounds good. Thank y'all for having me. And if y'all ever need anything else, just I'm a phone call away. So
Absolutely. Well, how about this? After the season or even during the season, we might bring you on and we'll talk about it a little bit, see where we're at, get an update, and see how things are going.
yeah, I'm in for that. I'll anytime y'all want me on, just give me a buzz. I'll be here.
Jim, book it. Book
Bucket.
it. Live interview when you go there with Chance. We'll do it. We'll make it happen.
I'm down.
We got it. All right, that's Chance Daquila, everybody. Chance, hey man, best of luck this season. Stay healthy, and hey, go to Omaha, bro. Why
Yes,
not?
sir. That's the plan. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
gonna
we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, Jim and I are gonna quickly recap a little college football, talk MLB playoffs, and Jim has to talk about women's soccer in the Mid-South area. It's just killing it. But we'll be back. Stick around.